now starts here at the Misano World Circuit. Marco Simoncelli, round 14 coming your way next live. It's the Tarmac Emilia Romagna Grand Prix, the start of the most significant and important phase of the World Championship. Will Jorge Martin depart Ducati Delirious before he moves? It's lights out, we are racing in the sprint here. Back from the middle of the front row of the
Pedro Acosta, who's the big loser off the line. Acosta down to second, with a big moment through three.
Yeah,
he could be under pressure here from Bastianini. In fact, he moves back through, so the two factory Ducatis doing a number here on Brad Binder after his
drop on the lights. Martin then with clear road ahead of him.
First lap for Marco Bezzecchi, he's back to 8th. Acosta has rebounded from that tough fourth as Binder's getting beaten up by Ducatis on that one.
Yeah, Binder not really capitalising at drop ahead of the second row in 4th place. He's going the wrong way for Acosta. Through the final corner we go then to complete this Ferrado. Let's just check the advantage that Jorge Martin will have over the line. He was 7/10 clear of Bagnaia. He takes his advantage as we start lap 2.
And that's a kind of lead that Jorge Martin will hope he can manage now. Third from Marc Marquez, Binder fifth, Acosta, 6th, Quartararo, Bezzecchi and Morbidelli. So too is Aleix Espargaro as a pretty tough weekend continues.
The Marquez brothers 15th. He had a real strong first lap. Then the former Moto2 world champion. At the moment, Acosta of turn 8. Martin then on the brakes now into Tramonto, turn 10. And here sideways goes Acosta. He's got that inside line. That's going to be a bit wide. Just move the South African offline. Acosta then now up into the top 5.
That's essentially now on their way out of 10 on the second lap. He's back down to 6th place. Fabio Quartararo is the next rider now immediately behind him.
Yeah, not very often as well. You see Binder's
his last time around, 31-1 for both Bastianini and Marc Marquez. They're still just about keeping touch with the top 2.
That lap time, a 1:30.838, would have qualified. Tascon here got his work cut out to hone in on Martin, who's keeping that gap. Well, it's coming down under half a second. It's back down
for Pecco Bagnaia. Of course, second would be by no means a disastrous result, with only a 3-point difference between first.
Yeah, and he's reeling Martin in here now, isn't he? Big time. Just look at the gap through his favourite third set. To chalk off lap 3 here. Bagnaia's got the gap down to under 4.5 tenths. Bastianini sets his best lap, so unbelievable. Here he goes again then. Just look how hard he's pushing the front end of that factory Ducati. There's he squeezed the power back on that soft rear tyre. He's got 6th and 3rd place. Just a little bit wide there, wasn't he? Going through one of those fast right-handers in this 3rd sector. This Pecco Bagnaia squad. Vignales circulating in 10th, Aleix Espargaro 11th, Oliveira 12th, and a couple of places further back is his Trackhouse Racing teammate Ralph. And that would have said the first corner when Brad Binder was 2nd, he was away from the lead at the end of lap 5. Has not been the sprint that gets a lap 5 of 13 under the San Marino sunshine in Misano. It stood going into this race back in the 130s, a 130.792. Yeah, and of course we saw this, didn't we, in the sprint 2 weeks ago. Bagnaia could sit on Martin's rear tyre for Shirani's front tyre temperature. He was never close enough at any stage of that sprint to throw it up the inside of Martin. Never got close to lane of turn 10. Winds it up all the way to top gear now at 300 kilometres an hour on the curve there and tipping. Fortune favouring the brave here in Misano. It's still Martin that leads. So what, half a dozen bike lengths back now to Bagnaia, who really closes up through turn 14. Here we go.
Through that sequence of right-handers, starting with Carbone. Of course, we said that he started the first Misano weekend. Jorge Martin made the point that
got to say, it's been a long time since I've seen Pecco Bagnaia's Ducati side of shape on the brakes. He's pushing so hard. Any doubts about how much? Then he runs wide as well, coming through 6. That's going to cost him crucial meters here. He's still in the 130s, a 130.904.
And that's what Jorge Martin is into turn 6. He's not close enough coming out of Tramonto on this lap. It cost him a 1/4 of a second to Martin.
Just trying to clear his throat there back now, because it's harsh but a clear message, isn't he? Martin then, we're just about to come over. He's jumped all the way back onto the rear tyre, and Martin is sector 3, where Bagnaia is just power out of that second gear turn. Pitboard, crystal clear message to Martin. His advantage just over 3/10 of a second.
So impressive from your top 2 in the World Championship. They are showing why they are the top 2 in the World 14.
This was the showdown we expected. This was the showdown. We had 3rd place for Enea Bastianini. He's 1.5 set on board with Martin. just how much ground Bagnaia is able to make through the fast right.
Goes wide.
Martin's gone wide. Martin then has blinked. Listen to the crowd. That pressure has been built. The slingshot tries to get the drive on the fat pole tyre out of turn 14.
Bagnaia obeying. Now that Bagnaia's got the empty track ahead of him, is he so be in Martin's mind? Is he just been given a track limits warning? Of course, we have seen already in sprints this year, catching on back to limits, trying to catch Bagnaia and maybe losing second place.
Well, with 7 3/4 laps to go then now. Between half of the job completed for Pecco Martin. Just wondering whether Martin just overworked and overcooked that front tyre, trying to get a picture. Pecco's just the stronger rider, he's the faster rider. I'll take the 9 points, come back and fight again tomorrow.
Yeah, the gap he might have to keep an eye on now. Back to Bastianini in third. It's 1.2 seconds at the moment. He's got the threat from behind from Marc Marquez. Bastianini with a 31.1 last time round. Marquez is slow at the moment. He just did a 32.
Vision. Further back we pick up Marc Marquez, who's dropped over 4 seconds now. Behind that was also through those fast right-handers. Yeah, he's made a hash of that as well. Much wider than what we saw
Jorge Martin at this stage. It's 1.1 through the third sector, down from 1.3 at the start. I was saying under his crash limit is I could do with some help from a teammate here just to take another couple of points away from Jorge Martin.
Rather than lose 3 points in this thrilling title chase.
And the quickest rider on track once again on that lap. He certainly wasn't going to pass up that opportunity.
The only mistake Martin has made in this whole sprint, and in 27 sprints, that is some record, isn't it? Well, 21 podiums in 27 of the championship. He's running out of time here. Running out of time to reel in Bagnaia. He's keeping the pressure firmly on the shoulders of the world champion. Jorge Martin's world championship lead shrinking to just 6 kilometres remaining as Bagnaia leads.
It's going to be Martin looks like he's got Bastianini under control, who continues to lap Ed on 131.2. So Bastianini is going to run out of time here.
Yeah, just not as sharp as Bagnaia and Martin off, but he's got comparable pace, no question. Over the line to start this last lap. The top 3 all did once, but the problem for the Beast is he let the 2 ahead of him get away by 1.5 seconds, then just such a... to give a huge amount of credit here to Jorge Martin because he has kept Pecco Bagnaia.
He has got Pedro Acosta under control. The gap between them is almost a second, so Marc Marquez has 4. But
Bagnaia has just 1 corner remaining to take another big step towards defending success in San Marino for Pecco Bagnaia. He takes the checker flag, just under 0.3 of a second clear